I want to talk about sacred rage, and I'm going to try to talk right into the microphone because my husband is mowing the lawn and this is dropping in and really very, very potent. And what I want to talk about today is grief, grieving the living. And this is something that's been in my own life and it's come up with clients so much so that I'm like, we need to lean in here, right? Because the women that I work with, what our common theme is that the sacred rage we carry within our body from coming into a life where we were told, we were guided and taught that our own voice was wrong, that what we believed to be true in our bodies and how we would try to express it would be corrected and try to be aligned with someone else on the outside's rules and systems for moving through life. And so sacred rage, right? This involves emotion. It involves deep feelings, and it can also lead to a misunderstanding of our own system of like, why am I so angry? Or why am I repeating these patterns? Or why can't I just let the past go? And so then the past seems to circle around and round and getting us looped in. And over time, when we have distance between a trauma, like a thing that happened that was too big for us to move through, it was so big that our soul decided to have a break off point, and I call this a soul fragment, right? Little part of us is left behind because the scene is too much, it's too big, and we get triggered. We have an emotional response when we notice something that is so familiar in the outside world again, whether it be in a personal relationship, we see it on social, it comes into our life, and all of a sudden our body, our system is having a response, and then we start the cycle of deeply grieving what we didn't have, the nurturing, the guidance, the love, the support, whatever it is, the safety that we totally needed in our life, in our childhood. And then we go into the systems of blaming, shaming, of, the whole like loop again. But the sacred rage, once we know what it is, once we understand that this anger, this repulsiveness to the ignorance of the people that hurt us, because that's just ignorance. They didn't know. It's not an excuse, right? They weren't taught. They didn't go in and learn something different, or they knew and they just stood by and allowed this to happen because that's part of their soul journey. So we just separate. We let go, and we start to come back into a truth of, I get to be in resonance with love. I get to see their soul, not their human. I get to look at their soul and I get to come back into my person. So this starts to help us unwind from that grieving the living, grieving what we didn't have, and then being like held into that form of cycling and looping. When we are in touch with this sacred rage, there's something inside of us that rises. And we know about the injustice. We're like, this is not okay. Not okay. What has been hidden underneath, what holds us back is this tone of energy, this frequency of rage of like, this doesn't match my soul. This doesn't match my body. I don't know what to do with it. And misguided sacred rage can turn into arguments. It can turn into swearing and yelling and being angry and cutting people off and doing all of the things that we really don't want to do deep down. But we feel like there's no other option. So today I want to talk about what there are in terms of options when we lean in and we channel that sacred rage and we use it for something divine and holy. Because even Jesus experienced a sacred rage. Even Mary Magdalene. I mean, God gave us life, and life is not about fairness. Life is not about sameness. It's not about easy peasy polka dot bikini. It is about growth. It's about deeply moving through this planet, realizing we're all connected, noticing that our souls are united by a common force of love. And though everyone doesn't vibrate or move through the planet the same way, we get to decide to turn our sacred rage into holiness. So what's been hidden from you is that your anger is sacred rage. It's not a trigger, rather it's an invitation. So this thing that happens when you're with someone or around someone, or you see this thing in the world and you just get zammed and zoomed up, your body is like feeling it. That's an invitation. It's an invitation to lean in. It's not just an emotion that's happening in your body. It's a response. It's a systematic healing that's ready to take place. So yes, feelings and emotions are going to come. But when our system is ready for the healing to remove the emotion, to have it be expressed on the outside, moving through, crying, having tears, and then being able to take a positive action, that is going to be a healing. We're going to transcend something. Sacred rage is not a weakness. Rather, when we understand its holiness, that we can access it for the greatest good, and it can lead us to those right actions. It can lead us to having the right words and expression of this deeply painful experience that can then be transformed into a love experience. It is your inner wisdom. It's an awakening to take an action step that is in integrity, that is divine, holy, truthful, and filled with wisdom. It is beyond physical, so it's not about what's in your mind or what you're thinking. It is a guidance from above. It is holy. When you are ruminating on those who hurt you, you are going to get stuck. It's going to consume you. It's going to hold you back. It's a call in. If you find yourself looping, if you find yourself consumed by what was, this is your sacred rage knocking at a door. It's knocking and it's asking you, this is a holy transmission. Let's lean further into love. Let's lean into this rage and let it be expressed. Whether this is in painting or you go for a run, whether you write this out, whether you leave yourself a voice memo, however you need to transmute the energy out of you so that you can be guided. And God will guide you. He will not leave you alone. Your sacred rage, again, is honoring both your soul and the person that hurt you. It's honoring them, not their ignorance, not their wrongdoings. It's honoring that we all make mistakes, and some mistakes are much bigger than others. And some mistakes, and some hurts, and some pain are going to lead to your biggest growth. Your sacred rage leads to what I call healthy boundaries. And boundaries, soft boundaries, they're good. We want boundaries instead of war. We want boundaries instead of war because where there is war, there is no peace. There is no joy. There is no settling in. There is no soul growth. There's no expansion. There's no abundance. When we are at war, when our sacred rage is not leaned in as holy, when it's a container holding us back, well, this is when we're going to be fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. This is when we're going to be not in peace. And Jesus said, lean to me. I will give you peace. Not of the world, not as the world give you, but perfect peace. Releasing control, releasing worry, hurt, and the outcome. We don't know what's going to be on the other side, but when we lean in with our sacred rage and we allow it to be a guidance system, instead of a stopping point, a war. What it's going to do is inform our system. It's going to lead us to the next right thing. It's going to help us to shine our light, which, by the way, your scars, the things that happen to you, whether physical scars, emotional scars, your scars, they are neutral. When you are allowing sacred rage to be expressed, your scars become neutral. That means there's no spark to them. They don't have life anymore. They're not telling you, they're not leading you into self-deprivation. They're not leading you into more suffering, more separation from what life has to offer you. Rather, your scars now become the place where love pours through you. Love pours through your scars. And that's the beauty. That's the glorious beauty that God has given us. That's what we recognize in other people. That's why we sign up to work with people. It's why we find ourselves in certain circles with friends, because their scars remind us of our own. And the light that pours through them, because they have healed, they have allowed their sacred rage to be a guidepost instead of a stopping place. Oh, that's what we all really, truly want. So your scars are where God's light pours out of you, and your scars are neutral. Caring for your human. When you are in awareness of your sacred rage, when you're in awareness, you're in integrity. This is the first thing I want to tell you. You are aligned. You are being truthful. And when you're being truthful and you're trusting and you're leaning and you're like, right, I am not happy about this, but I know that it's ready to be expressed. Again, however you express, your expressions are good. I call these the ings, the way that God moves through you. Cooking, cleaning, running, painting, however you use your energy to move out of your body, to create, that's caring for your human. Loving ourselves, giving ourselves time to be in expression, to be in love, to be in community with others who are like-minded, that will hold you to the higher standard that you're holding yourself to. Not a standard that's impossible, not some hiding or ruminating in the problem, rather soul growth, possibilities, because that's where the abundance is. In the possibilities. It's when we are in the neutral zone, not bypassing ourselves, not ignoring ourselves, not hiding from ourselves, and not blaming and shaming the past. It's coming to a place of peace, of resonance, of love, knowing your past does not define you. Your past created you. And you are a wonderful human being. So self-love, loving your temple, pouring the foods in and what you're listening to, what you're watching on TV, what you're reading, where you're showing up in the world, it matters. If it's not resonating with you, if it's not in love, take time to lean in. Use the energy of your sacred rage to discern. Ask God, is this meant for my highest and best good? And if not, help me. Lead me, guide me, show me the next step. I trust you, Lord, to bring me the peace that I cannot attain in this world, but I can attain with you. This is my invitation to you. My invitation to you is to lean in with your sacred rage, to take and follow these steps. Go into your journal, go for a walk, get in nature, go sit against the most beautiful tree that you can find, and find yourself channeling what is ready to be transmuted. Use your body creatively, expressingly, to move the sacred rage, to allow it. Turn on some loud music, dance it, love it. Don't deny it, don't ignore it. It's your truth. It's your holy, holy truth. This is what we do inside the sanctuary. We lean in to sacred truth. We lean in together with the wisdoms of heaven. And yes, as the woman who can lead this group because I have gone through these things. I have this ability to navigate hard things and lead from that point. This is what we do in the sanctuary. God comes first. The guidance, the messages, the support. God leads me to the places I need to be as well. So if this feels like to you the support that you could use, that you could be able to really transform your life and transcend some big things, if you're ready to step into nurture your body, to hold your sacred rage as reverence, as the point of, I get to go here. I invite you into this space. I invite you to deepen your connection with your soul. All right, my beauty, thank you so much. I hope you have a glorious day. God bless you.